Uh-oh, it's another water level. You know what that means? Possible drowning. Luckily, this might be the last time I have to worry about that much swimming in the entirety of the game. However, this will be a doozy, and I expect you to become a swimming expert pretty quick, and also be on the lookout for lots of diving suits. I'm not exactly keeping track, but I feel like this level has the most diving suits. You don't have to quote me on that. I already quoted myself. We all quote ourselves before we quote anyone. Perhaps you didn't know that? It's called first person. Haha. Right, so Aqueduct. This is a level of champions. It's badass in terms of design. It will try to kick your ass, too. I hope you agree. We'll take care of whatever's going on over here. You didn't die, did you? Because I forgot to shot 2 when I shot 1. Stay out. Nah, I'm staying here. I'm coming in. These wardings don't really mean a lick of difference anymore. Just like if you put a sign that says winners don't use frogs or whatever. Oh yeah, be careful here because at some point, I think, yeah. At some point the guns are going to start firing from the walls for a little bit and you're going to be annoyed by that, and I sure was. There's also this little spinny thing we're going to come up to, and that's going to be fun. I'm dying on the inside! Why? This is quite a security system we have in our aqueduct. How does it work? That's what's missing in this game, the security camera system. My god. Well. Oh well. You want video cameras and blood. Who are you thinking about? At this very minuet. I don't know, but check it out, little science machine thingies. There's our first diving suit of many! Many a diving suit was born in this place. That is the place where you're born, in the place of diving suit place. Yeah, I really had to think it out there. Remember trying this the first time, and I think I just must have been in daze because I did not remember any of it. So then when I did it again, about last week or so, actually by this time it'd probably be like maybe almost a month. Yeah. That time-keeping stuff is getting really annoying really fast. Yeah, it's just kind of, you know, I was trying it the first time, like, months ago, the whole game, and, well, I kind of just forgot parts of episode 6. I'm sorry. I didn't think it was that eventful, it seemed. But that's what happens when you name something called post-mortem. By the way, post-mortem has to do with what they do with the bodies after they're died. So, like, it's like a combination of forensics, working at the morgue, figuring out what the doctors can do after the cause of death. Because, you know, when you die, if you, I'm sure your family has to agree to it or something, but the doctors kind of want to do some studies on the body after you're dead to figure out, like, not just how you die, but how could this have been prevented, perhaps? Unless it's old age, in which case they're just doing studies on that anyway, and that's just more within the realm of genetics, I'm sure. But, like, if it seems like it's an unknown cause unrelated to death, then yeah, they're going to check that out, because we as humans need to prevent these things, and sometimes only learn by dying first. Because we're stupid. I feel like I'm gonna drown any second. Come back up here, please. I don't think the armor can prevent you from drowning. That'd be cool if there was, though. Actually, you know what'd be cool? A fucking... Not a... There's already a timer for the diving meter. I want to see what the timer looks like on the drown meter. How much time I have before I actually start drowning. That'd be very helpful. Shadow Warrior actually does give you such a thing, so you know when you're about to run out. Yeah, it actually shows you an oxygen meter. I'm very grateful for that. That helps me plan out significantly, so you might expect a lot less drowning when I play that. Although there's a lot of water in Shadow Warrior. I think there's more water in Shadow Warrior than Duke Nukem and Blood combined, possibly. That might be an exaggeration, but I feel like there's been a lot of water levels, so yeah. Thinking about the stuff with the Thompsons. Yeah, so if these guys spawning in the center, I call this the hub room for this level. But there'll be another round here later, and it's going to be just as annoying. And there'll be more Thompson gun shooting guys, and well, I'll take the Thompson guys to the fucking Tesla guys. The Tesla guys are bastards. Assuming there is a Tesla guy here. Anyway, it's kind of hard to... Yeah, this is the first time I realized, oh yeah, they can still shoot at me while underwater. And then I thought to myself, have you ever tried firing guns underwater? Like, I get with some of this... There's a lot of things you can do underwater you shouldn't be able to. So, like, firing your gun underwater should not be that lethal. Obviously, firing fire, which at least accounts for that, unless you're just being like me and throwing dynamite in the water. And then somehow the napalm cannon works underwater, and somehow the Tesla cannon works underwater. So I don't know what the fuck, dude. Get those guns, then you're through with supersonic hearing. And there goes supersonic. Da, 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 da. Oh wow, the bloodstain stayed in place while the platform moved. That is intentional, maybe? I don't know, but check out this damn shit. Hydroelectric. Oh man, it's a source of energies. And you know what's the best thing about it? It's just based on the current of the water. So as long as the moon is working on the tides, you will have energy. Until you suck all the moon's energy. We're still working on solar power to suck on all the sun's energy, so we'll let you. I'll let you know on that. You know. Yes, anything that's water powered efficiently should be just using moon gravity. I think you can all agree on this. Use the moon's gravity to power the Earth, because the moon's been leeching off of us for millions of years. It needs to pay its. The moon has to pay the associated planet's rent, which is why Jupiter's the ultimate landlord planet. Actually, no, Saturn's a pretty good fucking landlord planet, huh? It's got more than Jupiter, doesn't it? I still subscribe to the idea that we should be naming these moons that do not have names yet. I want these fuckers to have names. We did such a good job with many of them. I know it sort of has to do with Greek mythos, but I think we're at a point where we just make shit up like we do with sci-fi. Well, at least when we get beyond our galaxy, like Andromeda stuff, you know? Whatever planets are with Alpha Centauri. But why is it the first one you saw on your way out of the water zone? Hey, let me ask you something. Do you think in Sonic it's called Hydrocity Zone, or, you know, as in like atrocity, or Hydro City Zone? I already know my answer. I think Hydro City. There's no debate there. Sorry. It could have just been a typo. I'm just going with Hydro City. Although I used to call it Hydrocity because I like making fun of typos and grammar, so you were probably like me in that case, but yeah. It's a good zone, though. Would recommend 10 out of 10. Best water zone in a Sonic game. Probably, maybe not. But at least it's fun with the speedy stuff. More importantly, Sonic the Hedgehoggies can run across water for a little bit, so that's kind of really good. Yeah, I get started choking. Yeah, so a little while ago, CVS was calling about a prescription for my wife, but it doesn't really matter who it was for. The point is that when they called, something was really wrong with their audio transmission or whatever the fuck was going on, because everything they were saying sounded like the reverb was a negative value. It sounded like they were talking not backwards, but inside out, you know? So I imagine they were talking like this. Let me just try this right now. Welcome to CVS. How can I help you? We have a prescription available for you. It is 2 weeks from now. We'll deliver it to you. Can you pay the price? You know, it sounded like that. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I couldn't believe what I was hearing that, because I was like, What's this sci-fi shit? Someone fucked up. So, now I make fun of that voice whenever I feel like something is going horrendously wrong. It's like, oh no, 404 file not found. Ah, you know. So if I sound like I'm a human glitch, that's what it's gonna be like. Yeah, gargoyle voodoo through the jail cell. That's a sentence of death. It's a good thing my voodoo doll is a one-size-fits-all, because I can't imagine Caleb sitting there for like 10 minutes remodifying his voodoo doll to look like a gargoyle so that'll work. As well as other things like the dogs and the spiders. You know, just like attach a string. I'm like, look, spider limbs! It'll totally work! Not that you should be using voodoo dolls for the tinier creatures anyway. Certainly for hellhounds. You know, if you can get away with it. You can get away with a lot of crap. Because it's not real. Unless your crap is... How can our butts be real if our craps aren't real? What's with this little area? Cool. Thanks. So yeah, apologies for the traumatizing. I'm probably not going to use that voice again. Unless... The only case I'll probably use it now and going forward in these LPs is if I decide to keep a recording of a really terrible glitch. I'm not talking like those fun ones that make the game cool and cheesy. I'm talking about ones where everything just goes wrong and somehow I recover from it. But you'll most likely won't see that happen, so... It'd be like somehow escaping from a hard lock. I like watching videos discussing how soft locks work, though. So that's kind of fun. And informative. These informative science gaming videos. It's like, this appeals to me on a molecular level. In a way that shouldn't be possible. Possibly maddening by these goons a combo. I wonder if there's a mod for this game that just makes all the voxels just regular things. Because I know in Shadow War you can turn the regular 2D sprites into voxels. I kind of want to do it in reverse. Once again, me not remembering. And then I remembered now, I'm just like, oh yeah, remember that time in episode 4 where you walk through the lightning? You can do it here too. Even though it'll probably like chip off 1 health. That's really all you need to do. So, if you have at least one... If you have at least 1 health... Actually, no, if you have at least 2 health, you can walk through there. It's still gonna suck. I would not recommend walking through electricity. Actually, yeah, getting shocked does feel like a burn after the fact, but not while it is occurring. I can only imagine what actually being electrocuted is like, because the closest I've been to being electrocuted is when a particular type of doctor was testing my muscles, because I was like, hey doc, why is my limbs falling asleep? That's not normally a complaint I make, but to me it was just happening all the freaking time, so I was like, let me ask them about this. But the test they do is, you know, first of all, if you're afraid of needles, turn back now and come back to me in a few minutes or so. But yeah, they stick a needle in you. Okay, ouch. But I'm used to needles by now. Like, I got used to them a long time ago. And then they put the needle directly into your muscle, which really fucking hurts. And then to force it to move, to test it, it gets electrocuted. So imagine getting electrocuted with a needle jabbed inside your muscle, and that's how they test it. I'm like, what is wrong with you? You're making my leg move by itself in the most hideous way! How can you do this and not be mad at yourself? And she's like, oh, it's not painful. It's like, you don't know me! My nervous system is 100% bona fide way too overactive. You want to know how I'm able to see things I shouldn't be able to see, or know things I shouldn't be able to see? It's because my nervous system is, like, hyperactive. I can't do a damn thing. My pain receptors are too good. Which kind of sucks, because that applies to, like, empathy, when that's working. I joke, but, you know, if I feel guilt, it fucking hurts. It's that kind of thing. It's like, I want to feel emotion, but shit hurts, man, it hurts. There's these dudes on a ship. Have you heard of dudes on a ship? I like dudes on a ship. They're sailing along in the old country, and there'll be food around the corner for me. She'll be riding 6 white horses when she comes. That's why old folks' songs are pimpy. I know. Ren and pimpy. Yeah. Kind of a bit too much empty space here, but I can forgive. This is like a kind of a harbor thing. I want to get in the boat, though. Don't rock the boat. I'm going to rock the boat. Don't rock the boat. I'm going to rock it. All night. Do not rock this boat. This boat was not made for rocking. It was made for you blowing the hole in. We're going to blow a hole in the boat and force it to sink, and with a leak. It's not going to sink all the way, mind you, because at a certain point, you know, if a boat is designed well, it only flood up to a particular point. But I guess in here it can only flood up so high because the water is only so deep. So it doesn't necessarily sink all the way. It does sink plenty, though. And this is where the majority of our water travel comes in. So I'll be drowning inside the boat. That'll be lovely. Luckily, there's a secret with a suit in it. That's cool. And there's like a few more suits inside there. So, and I still have my previous suit working for a little bit, so we're going to use it. However, unfortunately, during this playthrough, I had to I had to try this several times to get this right, because I started drowning, and it's like, yeah, I had plenty of time to actually do the drowning, but this is the worst level to drown because your vision goes out pretty badly, and there's a lot of stuff to do down here with minimal ass lighting. Which, yeah, I know what you're thinking. Use beast vision because there's enemies. No, there's hardly any I don't think there's any enemies down here. So the beast vision was out of the question. Also, blowing up myself, that's fun. That's just a user error. It was a 404 error. Yeah, like that. Fuck. How may I save you for today? Gonna put that scuba suit. Scuba doo ba doo. And I want to believe that I can breathe. Holy shit, here's a key. Also, this is a way I can come out. Actually, I might just decide to do this. Or go back through the other way. It depends. I have concluded that it's better for me to go out this way. I mean, from outside the ship through that hole after the secret. Instead of doing this. Because I just died. Or was a... I mean, no, but I would have, because that's just bad, okay? And no, it doesn't do you any good if you happen to patch yourself with a med kit in the meantime. Although it's not like you drown faster, you still can't see shit. And let me tell you, when your shit's invisible, you should go see a doctor right away. And then the doctor will hold a patent on invisible shit and be like, no one's ever going to see you shit again. You could just do it out of public. Yeah, but I still need my... That's the beauty of it. You can shit your pants and no one will notice. Wow, doc, that's a great idea. And then he proceeded to shit his pants until he died of a shit-related disease. Oops. Turns out it was Kronos disease. Because the shit wasn't invisible. It was just a few seconds behind reality, so you never actually got to see it. Or no, it's a few seconds ahead of reality, so you never got to see it. Not behind, otherwise you'd see it before you actually did it. If you shit 3 seconds ahead, you'll never see it, but apparently it happened. Maybe. We don't know. Fortuitous timing of the boat of topics. Quite remote. Very niche. Very quiche. Want some quiche? It rhymes with niche. It is alright. Actually, I don't mind quiche, but it is lactose, so... Sorry. Sorry, cheese fans. I'll tell you one thing, though. When you're lactose intolerant, I go to the vegan and I'll be like, yo, vegan cheese, what's up? So, vegan foods kind of need to exist. I'm not going to say go completely vegan, but there's benefits to having vegan foodies around, so... But just don't... It's kind of an imperfect plan because humans need specific enzymes and protein. We're working on that lab-grown meat stuff, though. So I'm all aboard that when we get that going in mass production or whatever. It would... Actually, you know what? Something like that would probably solve world hunger. two while you're at it. So not only will you resolve a vegan's heart, you resolve all of our stomachs. Well, assuming we're going to live on just meat. And no. No. We are omnivorous as we are omnipotent and omniscient and possibly omnipresent. I like saying omni. Omnicore. Because when you don't get the satire of RoboCop, I die a little bit inside. Going up this place. One more diving suit for the road. One more doctor's bag for my sack. Actually, I never commented this before, but the doctor's bag kind of really does seem like old-style doctor, as in, like, what barbers used to do. It was, some time ago, a barber and a doctor were kind of equivalent in their duties, so to speak, in some ways. Not totally, mind you, but, you know, you get a doctor check on you, and they'd also cut your hair. I feel like that could be a thing with, like, a nail salon versus a dermatologist. Like, I wonder if both of those professions work together in that sense. Unless there's a specific study of nails that doesn't include skin. But I understand dermatology handles nails because it's on skin, so okay. This is a very painful discussion! I know. How many times are we going to see that lever, though? I don't know if I want to see the leather thing all the time. But you will get another shell. So, guess what, gal? You're getting blown up. You ain't nothing. You're only slightly annoying because you were kind of crowding up the corridor joint. Yay! I found somebody's soul! Your soul is worth this much. Full drummer, boys. Bullets. Okay. The exit's underwater. However, I can just float safely over water and be fine. Also, there's not that much water to deal with in the next level. It's just how it transitions, once again. Anyway, that's enough of that shit. And don't worry, I did get all 5 secrets, just one of them didn't register that time. So, still keeping track. I'm not stupid. It's like, when that happens, I rewatch the footage each and every single time, so don't worry. See you next time.